actually, one question many of you have is, which language is the best one to start with? Many of you have heard the Python language, which is really popular nowadays. And what we are studying on the Khan Academy is the JavaScript. So actually, in my opinion, different languages share a lot of the mutual concepts and mechanisms for you to program. No matter you learn Python, you start with Python or JavaScript, you will learn the same concept, same mechanisms of how the programming work. Another point here is actually the real foundation for programming is math and logic. No matter what kind of language you are using, basically you need to use math and logic to solve the problems. So that's another reason why learning, I would say, JavaScript or Python, either one is good starting. Also, another good benefit for us to stick with the Khan Academy's program is it really has a good system, which consists of a series of interesting projects, a lot of games, a lot of challenges. You could practice what you learned. I didn't find other platform or website have such a really nice support, a systematic courses for programming. That's why we stick to the JavaScript. And don't worry, even you learn JavaScript, you can easily pick up other languages, Python. Actually, Python is much easier to pick up in the very beginning. And another very interesting concept for the programming is, I think Dr. Xiao, Ms. Xiao has mentioned this to you previously. That is, the programming language is like the language you are speaking, like English, Chinese, French, and so on and so forth. It's kind of a language you interact with, not a person, but a computer, right? So the kind of the way how you learn a language, a speaking language, will still apply to how you learn a programming language. That is the easiest. Way to speak to the computer. And we could take a look at some of the courses and to get to know, to have a better understanding about it. Let me share my screens. Oh, I need to share my screen. Okay, good. Where's my, okay, here. So can you see the Khan Academy website?
Yes.
Okay, good. So
it's just a little blurry. Yeah.
A little blurry?
You can't really read the words. Yeah, that's better.
Okay, yeah. I think that is because of your internet. Okay. So let's look at, so last time you did this snowman challenge, right? And actually it demonstrates you the basic functions in the JavaScript on the Khan Academy. And one thing I would like to emphasize is when you do your programming challenge, a very good support is this documentation. So if you click on the documentation, you will see all the built-in functions from JavaScript, like the shapes, and also some colors, text, some mouse interaction, and keyboard, and so on and so forth. So that's the first thing you need to keep in mind. I believe during your project you have went through this. So have you looked at this video yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go to the next lesson, which is you have some colors. Have you went through this yet? Gone through this?
No.
Okay, let's look at this coloring functions in
No,
the
no. I think not everybody know, right? We should let's please start it from. Some students maybe already learned, but this course is open for the people who started from just like the second lesson.
Okay.
They started from drawing more shapes with code. This one.
Okay. Okay. Let's start with this. I will play the video and I will pause. If
Yeah, let's explain why. Let's explain why. Let me explain. Because this course, when we put here and like when Lula do the project, lots of students already know how to do more shapes with code or know how to coloring, but not everyone know it. We still have some students, they are very beginner. They just come this lesson. So we just start our lesson as the program started.
Okay. So let's check this video first.
Let's review what we already know, the ellipse function. I have 4 ellipses drawing a face. If I want to change something about this face, like make the mouth open wide, then I just need to find the right number and change it. Let's see, the mouth is the second ellipse and the width is the 3rd parameter. So I'll just increase this. There we go. Nice and wide. Okay, so we understand ellipses. What else can we make? Well, we can make rectangles using the rect function, another command that our programs here know how to obey. Here, I will draw a little neck for a face, and I already know some good numbers for it. There we go. Just like ellipse, the rect function takes 4 parameters, and they're pretty similar. The first parameter is x, the second parameter is y, the third parameter is width, and the 4th parameter is height. But the parameters don't work quite the same way as they do for ellipses. Let me show you what I mean by turning this human face into a robot face, which means turning all these ellipses into rectangles. I will start with the top one and just type rect instead of ellipse, keeping the numbers the same. Whoa, okay, the rectangle is halfway down the page, even though it had the same parameters as the ellipse. Why is that? Well, the x and y parameters of the rect function actually control the upper left corner of the rectangle, not the center. So this rectangle now starts at what used to be the center of the face. So
I would like to pause here. So as mentioned in the video, the rectangle function is different from the ellipse one. So for the ellipse, basically the first two parameter gives you the coordinate of the center of the ellipse. But in the rectangle one, it gives you the up left corner coordinate of this shape. So that's why it goes to here. See? Let me see if I could draw some illustration here. So as you can see here, this point, actually that's the 200 and 200 point. And it gives you the upper left corner of this rectangle. Another thing I would like to let you know is basically this canvas. Actually, it has some so-called coordinate system. So that means this one is the 0, 0 point. And it has two directions. One is the X direction. Another one is this Y direction. So this X and Y direction is corresponding to the XY coordinate, XY position of a shape. So in that sense, if a point, a position is more towards right, it's larger. And if a position is more towards the downside, it's bigger, it's also larger. So because this point is 0, 0, so probably here is 200. And here is also 200. So a point 200, 200 is right on here. So that's how you have some understanding of the coordinate of the number here versus where it is in this canvas. And the limit for this canvas is 400 and 400. So that means you can only display the object within this 400 and 400 box. So let's say you have you want to draw this rectangle, like this ellipse at like 450. That means you will draw somewhere out of this canvas. You cannot see it. So that's why you want to be aware what is the position you put in this ellipse, in these functions, not just ellipse, but also rectangle or other functions. So do you understand this? Any questions regarding here? Okay, let's continue.
That means I need to do some adjusting of the X and Y. I'll just increase the X and then decrease the Y. There we go. That's pretty good. Now I'll change the rest of these rectangles, change the rest of these into rectangles too. So this one like this, just move it over. So as you can see, you don't have to get numbers right on your first try. You can come up with some numbers, try them out, see if you like them, keep changing them till they look good. And if you have any graph paper handy, you could actually draw out your drawings on graph paper first, which I think is really handy for getting the right numbers. And I'm just gonna move this over there. All right, looking good. So I'm liking this robot, but I don't like the fact that there's so many rectangles and I'm having a hard time remembering which of these rectangles draw which part of the face. To help me, I'm going to add something called a comment. A comment always starts with 2 slashes, and after it is a bit of text to help humans understand what the code does. So this draws the face. This draws the mouth. This is a left eye, right eye, and the neck. Okay, great. Now this code makes sense. Let me show you one more shape, a line, which I will use to draw a unibrow over the robot's eyes. I'll start by typing line, and once again, I need to type in 4 parameters. The first 2 parameters are the start point of the line. I'll start it where the left eye starts, 140, 150. Okay, Now you might think the next two parameters are the width and height, but actually lines don't have width and height. Lines have start points and end points. So the last two parameters will tell the program where the line should end. I want the unibrow to end where the right eye ends. So that would be 240 plus 30, 270. Okay? And I want this unibrow to be a straight line across, so I'll use the same y coordinate for the start and the end point, 150. Let's try it out. There we go, looking good, but also looking a little bit mean. And I get uncomfortable around mean robots because I worry they'll, take over the world or whatever mean robots do. So we're just gonna get a little happier. There we go. Okay. Now let me show you one more thing about drawing shapes. Do you see how our function calls are ordered in the editor? The first one is rect, and the last one is line. That order is actually very important, because that's the order that our program will run the code and draw the shapes. Watch what happens if I cut and move the mouth command so that it's above the face. It's gone, it's disappeared, or at least it looks like it disappeared. What actually happens is that the program draws a mouth, but then draws a face on top of it, so we can't see our mouth anymore. Keep this in mind as you make your drawings, because you'll probably want shapes to be drawn in a certain order on top of each other. And if you can't find a shape you've drawn, you might discover it's hiding underneath another shape. Since you probably don't have X-ray vision to see that, one thing you can do is just rearrange your code to figure it out. And now we have our mouth back. Okay, so we covered a lot in this lesson, but stick with it, keep exploring, and you'll get the hang of it soon.
Okay. Again, if you are looking at more shapes, go to the documentation, and right here you have rectangle, ellipse, triangles, and or other different shapes. Or you could import a image, put there. Okay, I would like to transfer the lesson to our teaching assistant.
Okay, we appreciate Dr. Zhang give us a wonderful lesson, but because he is really busy now, so thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you
welcome.
so much. So everyone, you already learned this one. I think most of the students, maybe you already know. Now, please connect this one. Challenge, Vivian Sloman. Then you can write here on your own project. You can write now, and Luna Zhang, she will also write the project here. So you can do your own project at the same time. You can do your own different shapes. Okay, so Luna, can you try to do? So every other students, you can, if you can do your own. If you don't know how to do, then you can also see the computer, see the screen. How did Luna do that? Oh, English. Rectangle function.
And don't forget to add the semicolon.
Yeah.
How about 0 or something? 0 to 100.
You can write on your own screen. You can write on your own computer. Who is laughing?
It's so cute. No, that's I think if you make the x be 0 or something, or like whatever. That's my thought.
Yeah, the numbers, you can just use the small triangle like this to left or to right to decide how did you do it. So you don't need to type. You don't need to type.
Excuse me?
Yes?
I think that if you put the
I know.
rect,
I know, but I'm putting it after because if I put it before, it will be like it's supposed to, but I want to first see it so that like I can change it to what I want it to be like.
你这样太浪费时间了，你只是给大家看一下怎么弄。
line, 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 line. Make the song, yeah.
I think that's even cooler than different one, right? So yeah, just click finish challenge. If you just do like this, then you can, that means you can finish challenge, and you can, so can you take notes and also fill the color?
Okay.
Either stuff, I think. Yeah, and here I want to tell you one thing. If you write like this, it will two cloud. You can make each code like this. Give one line is empty, then that's will easier for you to know what is your code looks like. And can you, Luna, can you please fill the color? Thank you.
Make him tap.
Yeah, you can fill whatever, or maybe background, whatever, the color. Pink. How about the pink snowman? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Maybe 3 different color on each.
Okay.
It's very colorful. It's possible the 9 has different color. 9. The
Oh,
arms.
you can make the line
Yeah.
have color too. Like that.
Who's name?
Different colors, different ways, different house, different.
Maybe purple.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to make it thicker so that
Okay.
you know.
So let me explain a little bit, okay? So you can make it whatever you want, make it more perfect, like eyes, nose, whatever. And if you finished, remember, you spin off, save, and then that is your homework. Then you finished. Is everybody doing now? 我看看他们是不是都在做。Where is the paper?
Look.
Oh, what happened? Did you do? Where is the paper? Oh, here. Okay, yeah, so everyone please do on your computer. Haolin, can you please do on your own project? You can do it now.
Oh, I've done that already. 我之前做过在 Khan Academy.
哦，你已经做过，你可以把你做的给我们 share 一下吗？你愿不愿意 share？
不愿意。
不愿意呀、
我愿意，但是我得找一下。
哦，你不见了是吗？
嗯。
啊，好的。Yeah, if anybody you already finished, you can share with us and let me know. Then I will stop sharing so you can share. And another thing I want to say is I know somebody already learn more, maybe, right? Maybe you already know how to color, like shiny, slow, solid. So that's perfect, okay? But we just have our lesson, just like everybody don't know how to do it. So everybody can follow.
我可以把这个线弄得更
好，可以，你可以。
在这儿呢。
Do you want to
会
share?
share 吗？
Okay. Do you want to share?
我想要。
Okay. Then you can click the share screen. Oh, good. Yeah, you can make some color, make it more nice. Like you can either eyes or nose or whatever. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, can you stop sharing? Thank you. Huh? You continue. When you're doing the project, if you have any question, please just ask me, okay? Okay, that's cool. So you say Luna write this function. So which means the line we are
be thicker.
yeah, we are bigger sticker.
Wait, where's the？ 我可以看一下你这个 background 吗？这 background 怎么做的呀？
Okay, background, like here, write a background and then write 3 number.
64 1055.
Yeah, these 3 number is, you can find the document from here. See? Here, this first one is about, second one is documentation. And let's find where is the background. Where it is.
在最上面的。
最上面了 OK.
不是这样，是你往下一点，我刚刚看见了。
Colors.
这里有一个叫 colors， 然后
Oh, yeah. Background. Okay. Here is the background. And I want to ask Luna to either image. Can you try? I really like you add some interesting image here.
Okay.
Oh, what's this? So colorful.
What?
What's this?
This.
No. Here is very colorful. No.
This?
Yeah. What's this?
Oh, it's the avatar team.
Wow, cool. Try.
Team. Here.
Oh.
Oh.
Make it smaller. Oh, okay.
Okay.
我们在做这个很 big 的呢。你看他做 snow，
Maybe.
我做的 snow，
10.
这我之前
Oh.
他做的比我，
有的拖它了。
他可以用 background，
脱肥一点。
你看这上面，我 documentation
啊。
这有 set background color, turn off fill for shapes, change the thickness of line and outline. 没有，我
可以那个。
我有一个 background。
Is someone banging their keyboard?
嗯。Take those eyes. Left eye. Oh. Mouse 在下面画一个嘴巴。就画个圆圆的嘴巴，那种扁扁的就可以了嘛。RK 好麻烦了，对吧 ？OK 很麻烦，就 ellipse。Austin, do you have questions? Okay, so we almost finished now. Before we finish the lesson, I want to do attendance. Okay, so
这个怎么做？
怎么啦？
你这个怎么做？
哪一个怎么做啊？
是的 ，arms。
Arms 我给你看一下 arms use 9 see here left arms right arms 9
60.
did you see mine like 931 and 933 arms use 9 to 做 Let me see how many students we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
200.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24.
妈妈，你知不知道你刚才可以很简单的开啊，有25个、24个减去你自己，所以有24个人。
Okay, so then if you finished, you can use spin off, save. Then you saved as a project. Like me, I will use the screenshot and save as the homework, whatever. For me, like I will save the coding. Oh, not room. Homework? This one? No, that's my homework, not your homework. Luna, maybe. No. Coding here. Homework. Roman. Then that is your homework. For example, I can put in our.
没有写完那种 line 的，你能让我想看 line 次，我没有写完那个 line， 就看 line 次。
等一下啊。你想看 line？
是的。
好，那看到了吗？我们这节课差不多也要结束了哦。We almost finished. 9, right? 我鼓励大家在这节课都把它画出来哦。这一节课鼓励大家靠自己画。
124, 168.
希望你们这一节课是自己画、自己写，你写慢一点没关系啊，以后都要慢慢学会自己做，因为爸爸妈妈有他们的事情，对吧？这小朋友，我这能点个名就好了，我来看看啊，看都是哪些小朋友，我记一下，上了几次课也不太认识啊，我来看看这个 Zoe Chen， 我好像认识的啊。Zoe Chen， 还有浩林，你是 Rochester or Buffalo？
什么
Where do you live? Austin.
I live in East Amherst.
Oh, so you are in Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
And this is the girl's name. 这个叫什么？ What's this girl's name?
哦，她叫 Claire。
哦，
她叫 Krista。
Krista. Let me. CRYSTL, right? Krista and William, and then Chen, 施其王 Eva, and Jenna, and then Shuri, yeah, and Arabella, Anran, Yu, and Catherine. I remember you are in Chicago, right? Yeah, welcome. And reconnecting. What is reconnecting? What's your name? Reconnecting?
No, 不是他叫 reconnecting， 他应该是他正在。
No, he just changed her name to reacting. Reconnecting, 天泽。天泽。And Catherine, yeah, and then 燕庄燕 and don't draw any picture on my screen, okay? And Quincy, Daniel Chen, Connor Sun.
你已经哦，还有
Aaron，
是全部人都有了吗
I think so.
哦，你还没有哦。
You, yeah, we have it. Okay, so everybody, do the homework. I hope you can finish today. We almost say goodbye. Do you want to see my screen now, or I will stop sharing?
Stop.
Yeah, stop share.